Ted was born in Yamundi on the 22nd, 1894. The third child and third son of Walter and Betsy.
Now, Ted was a grandson of Joe Gridley, who'd been Yamundi's first settler. Ted went to school at the Yamundi school. When he finished school, he became a carpenter, and I guess the patriotic fervour got through to him, so he joined up and thought he'd do his bit.
There's a photo of people standing on the veranda of the first hotel that's down at the Imperial, and my mother told me that's Ted standing there, and I think she was 12 when Ted went off to war.
Ted originally started his army career as a light horseman, but envied the people in France, and so at the appropriate time Ted made a transfer. He left the Middle East and ended up as a corporal, or acting corporal at the artillery training depot at Bulford Army Camps. Later he reverted to the title of gunner.
Ted had a short leave from 23 to the 27th, 1917. The war was away from their mind, and all of a sudden in walks young Bob, and that's how it was, I'm told. So no doubt there would have been great excitement between the two brothers, and what went on from there, well, they may have consumed a lot more beers than they should have, I don't know. But it would have been in the last time young Robert saw his older brother. In March 1918, Ted proceeded to France. The fracas that he was in, the post was overrun by the Germans, and as my dad told me, he was a 1418 man too, they had orders some nights no prisoners to be taken. So if you got stuck into somebody, you made sure you didn't take a prisoner.
My grandfather, Eric Esmond Benjamin, kept a diary record. It's July 28th, 1918. Today is a day of sad memories. This morning, the enemy did some shelling, some of which fell near our dugouts. The first I knew of it was when a chum came into my dugout and told me to move off to a flank quickly. While speaking, a shell landed in front of the telephone pit and seriously wounded poor old signaller Gridley. An officer took him in his arms and carried him to a dressing station close by. July 29th, working on a new dugout today, learnt the very sad news that signaller Gridley had died of wounds.
He is commemorated locally in the Yamundi Methodist Church Roll of Honour and in the Yamundi District Roll of Honour in the School of Arts and by a tree in Memorial Avenue. It was pretty fitty to recognise somebody who was a local and went to war and lost his life protecting this country.